Scorpio, what's up? Welcome back to another Four Paths Healing Tarot message. My name is Dee. I got some cards out here in this space, meditated on the space so that I can just deliver to you a message. For those of you who you're like, okay, I'm not trying to waste my time here, respect that. So in short, this message is about someone who is trying to make a decision about how to progress something forward or move something forward in their life right now. And there are a lot of thoughts and beliefs that are getting in the way of being able to see clearly what to do next. If that sounds like something that you're working through, Scorpio, stay on with me. If that is not what you're working through, please join me and look at your moon sign if you'd like, or your rising sign, or pop in and say what's up next week. But I'm glad that you did check in and pop in. For those of you who are going to be staying on with me, let's continue on. Welcome. Right now, Scorpio, you are starting off with this Two of Swords as well as the Eight of Swords. So a lot of mind, a lot of thinking, looking at beliefs. We're looking at ideas. We're looking at the beliefs and ideas and the mental structures that tend to make you feel blocked in, limited. Whatever you're facing right now, my dearest Scorpio, you are feeling like there's no way out. When I get this card here, this feels like someone who's looking at their job or their career and they want something different. Maybe they're not making the kind of money that they want. Maybe the job doesn't have the right hours, or they're overburdened at work, but they don't feel like they can leave their job. Like maybe there's a belief that there aren't other careers or jobs out there to explore. I need my resources now. Another one that comes to mind when I see this is debt. People who are working through significant debt and they feel that they're just drowning in it. Sometimes this card will come up. Another thing too that comes up for this is when someone is in a relationship dynamic that they really truly want out of, but they just feel like they can't leave. Maybe in this relationship dynamic, the two people really depend on each other for quite a bit, and someone is feeling like, if I leave this relationship, I'm going to be at a loss. I'm not sure if that's you or if any of those situations apply, but this Scorpio reading really feels like you're looking, it might be more related to a combination of job, career, relationships, everything. It feels like you're just taking stock over life, because at the root of it, you do want a more prosperous life. At the root of it, sure, you'd like more money, you'd like more resources, you probably want to travel, you want to go do those certain hobbies in different countries, you're wanting to meet different people. It just feels like right now you're wanting some movement in your life, you're wanting something different, but right now you're not sure what to do or which way to go. I confirmed the Two of Swords, and what came out was the Eight of Pentacles, as well as some Cancerian energy right here with the Chariot. So this is more water, emotions, and more ground and earth. So right now you are not sure, perhaps you are not sure if you're supposed to be hunkering down and working more on what it is that you're going through right now. Maybe it's a career, maybe it's a hobby, maybe it's an entrepreneurial venture that you recently started, and you're not sure if you're supposed to hunker down, keep working on that, or let that go and move forward with something else, or just move on in something else. But either one, the options that you are sizing up right now, whatever that is for you, related to moving on, building this and doing that, whatever it is that you're working through, you are in a place where you feel like you just want to see the fruit of your labor. You just want to see that there's something that works right now. And maybe the things that are happening or showing up in your life, you're not feeling like it's really enough evidence to let you know that to leave or to stay, to come or go is paying off. And so it's got you really feeling confused, really locked in, really blocked in right now. And so something else that came up to confirm this Eight of Swords here is that the Five of Swords popped out in reverse. It feels like you are in a place where you are humble right now. It's not about ego. You just genuinely want to know, what is this about? And you feel like it's like intuitively, you know that this is a part of the journey. You know, this is part of the process. You know that this is possibly a spiritual test, and you're really trying to get through it. But this feels like open. You are open to really understanding if there's something more that you could do. Is there something that I'm not doing right at this time? And also for those of you where you are just really under a lot of swords in terms of thoughts, this could be an indicator that it's time to, this is so much easier said than done, Scorpio, but this feels like a time where you letting go a little bit and allowing yourself to potentially be open to new ideas, new perspectives. This is the time. But let me share with you a little bit more about what's in the reading and these other cards, and that'll help you determine how you want to move forward. I asked God, angel, spirit guides, what's causing Scorpio to feel the weight of these swords, these thoughts, these ideas, so many of them. You showed up here with the Judgment card as well as the Seven of Pentacles. So 7, and then here's 8. You're wondering about building. Is what I'm creating growing? I also confirm that with the 9 of Wands, as well as some Leo energy with the Strength card here, which is another 8. So there are 3 8s so far on the table that I've just described to you. And then there's a 7 for the Chariot. The Chariot resonates at a 7, 7, 8. And it just feels like you're at this place where you're coming close to completion of something. You're really close to some ideas, some goals, some plan that maybe you set a year ago, some months ago, whatever, some years ago. But you're at that point where you've been putting in the work for so long. You've been taking stock and really looking at what's growing, what's not growing. And you're just at that normal place in the life cycle of growing something new, where you're just like, I don't think that this is working. I don't know. It's like that. There was this meme that was going around a long time ago. Not exactly a meme, but there was this image that was going around where there were 2 people who were digging into the ground, side by side images. And one person, they were both digging. You could see that they had started their process of digging at the same time down into the earth. And then right before they hit some type of like gold or some type of whatever they were digging for, the reward, one of the diggers stopped because it got to be too much. And then the other digger just decided to just dig a little bit more, and then they struck gold, right? They ended up getting the jewel, the treasure that they had been digging for so long. This feels like that to me. That's what's being shown to me to share, that you're at that point where you're just like, oh. Also too, with the Judgment here, this is you. So this also says that you are in a place of taking stock of everything. You are building and you're just really wanting things to grow. But also the energy of this card as it relates to you in this reading is that you are on this wheel of fortune. We all are. And your process, your progress is paying off. And this is a card for me as a reader to remind you that this is going to work out in your favor. You are putting in the work because this is a part of your divine process in this life of things. So this is a favorable card for me as a reader to let you know, or to let us know, that your hard work is not going in vain. And that I just keep wanting to normalize that when you're building something, you're working towards something, it's lonely at the top. You might be feeling alone. You might be feeling like years are wasting. Sometimes that is a part of, oftentimes that is a sign that you're on the right track and that you are in that process of building legacy in your life for whoever needs that. I confirm this placement. And again, the 9 of Wands and the Strength. So I want to go back here just for a moment. This feels to me that you have to continue. You are in a place where you are remembering all that you've been through. This hasn't been an easy journey. There has been many sacrifices made. There has been pain. There has been joy. But at a time like this, you're really trying to make sense of if all that you've sacrificed hasn't really been worth it. It's hard to make that judgment right now because all you can see is what's behind the blindfold, your thoughts, your memories, your ideas. You can't really see out right now, as well as right here. So you're in that place where you have to just kind of have faith. And that's a hard thing to do. Some of you that are working through this, you are a cycle breaker in your family. You are the person in your family or in your friendship group that is the first person to do something like this. And so it's not like there are other people around to tell you or coach you along to say, okay, yeah, you're doing it right. That's how you do it. Yep, turn left here. No, you're doing it on your own. And it's scary because you're like, I don't know if I'm going backward or forward right now. You are definitely going forward according to what is on the table here, okay? I asked God, angel, spirit guides, if there was any advice, anything that Scorpio needs to know right now to help them along their journey, to keep feeling confident about what it is they're building or they're working on right now. I got some Cancerian energy here on the table with the Queen of Cups as well as the Knight of Wands. Then I confirmed that and got the Knight of Pentacles as well as the World. So just a moment ago, I said with the 7 8s here on the table, these progression type of cards that I'm seeing, and then seeing you on the table, this feels like you are in the process of completing, but 7-8 phase of the 10-part cycle, right? You're at a 7, you're at an 8. So this, you're getting really close to completing this cycle and going into a new experience that maybe you've never experienced before, and it's going to be beautiful. It is what you've been wanting. It is what you're working for. It's like, if there's any doubt, if Spirit is still remembering your plan toward safety, toward success, toward prosperity, yes, you're still good. You know, your ticket has been placed and you are just in this natural process. Something about these cards though, and with this confirming card coming out with the Knight of Pentacles, this feels again more like that grounding energy, that earth energy. If at any moment with what you're working on right now, this is let me go back. There's so much flooding in. Forgive me, Scorpio. I feel so passionate right now. Maybe this is some of the energy that you're feeling. Okay. If at any moment you feel a little bit of doubt about the plan that you have been working on, and you are thinking like, okay, maybe I should just scrap this whole plan, but something inside of you deeply is saying your plan is okay, it just needs to be tweaked. These would be the kind of cards that for me as a reader would be my trigger to let you know that this is a good time to lock down your plan, get more clear about your plan, look at what worked last year, what's working this year, and make a decision about what can be revamped. I don't know if it's so much about completely revoking your dream or completely letting go of your belief that things can get better and change. I don't know if it's about that. You make your own decision. These cards really feel like you being in a normal process, and this is the time where you start looking at how do I make this plan more solid for all that I know now, all that I've gained now, and all that I now understand about life, love, and business. That's what this feels like. Also, the Two of Cups in this position, as well as the Magician and the High Priestess. So this feels more like going within, looking at those emotions, allowing yourself to really, at this stage of your journey, decide what really feels good to me and trust that you could have it, and then do the thing that you do to bring it in. This feels like more of a, okay, let's pause and let's regroup, because what you are in right now with all of these blindfolds, that gives you no choice but to anchor in to what it is that you're feeling, what it is that you really, really want. You have no choice. You can't see right now. So it's time to examine that. Start there. Allow yourself to go ahead and go within. What is it that I'm feeling here? Beneath the deck, the Tower, change is here. This is a pivotal point of change as it relates to your growth. That's going to require a new form of balance, a new way of looking at things, a new way of prioritizing things, but it leads to independence. It leads to luxury, success. It changes your perspective on things. I'm just pulling from beneath this deck. And You're going to have a new way of expecting, a new style of expectations. Something is coming about, and it might look a lot different than what you were expecting, but it absolutely is on track and on path. So is there room to let go of hard expectations about certain things, but just trust that you're on track, and how things are starting to unfold for you it is in divine order. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. I know that was a lot. That was probably super complex. I hope that it helps. This channel is slowly and gradually growing, and it's because of your love and your viewership and you just being so loving on me. And I just want to say thank you. If you're new to this space and you want to subscribe, I'd love to see you here. Join the family. Please join, subscribe. If you can't do all of that right now, you're still just trying to see what you think, I understand. I hope that I get to see you next time in another 4 Paths Healing Tarot message. Take care of yourselves. Bye.